வணக்கம் my dear மக்களே, welcome to Muthu Ma'am's channel. As by the request by some of our subscribers, today I am going to share the video in English, right? So today the topic is exam hall and then the paper distribution. So exam hall, what I would like to say is in management, that is on management side, if they ask us to do any work, means we are ready to do any work, right? Except one. You know what is that? We don't want to be an invigilator to our subject. So that is the main thing. So if they say that to go to this hall or that hall where my students are writing my subject, no, we will say better, we'll say no sir, and then we'll do the mutual exchange with the other staff members, because that is terrible, okay? But then also there are some cases where we can't avoid, so no other go, we have to go. Likewise, I'm talking about the model exam, first model, second model, that is likewise. So likewise, I have just no other go, I went to the exam hall where the students are writing my subject. So as soon as we go, we'll see, right? Sometimes we'll go to relieving duty also we might be having, so we'll go and relieve them, so that likewise and all. So no other go, we have to go for the subject which we are handling. So likewise I went, and usually we used to check whether the students are wearing their college ID. So these students, particularly these boys, you know what they'll do on all the days, they won't forget, okay? But on the exam day only, they will forget to wear their ID. But then also they will manage. You know how they manage? If they have the exam in the afternoon, they'll borrow the pen, pencil, these things we borrow, but they'll borrow the ID itself and they'll wear it and they'll come and sit. But no other go, we'll just ignore, because it is a class test only. I'll warn them and then I'll just leave them, and then we'll distribute the paper. You know very well, if we take extra or few minutes extra time for paper distribution, there will be timing, no? If we have just taken an extra time, immediately you know what the students will ask? They will ask, ma'am, we need extra time because you are not given the paper on time. I will just laugh or smile myself, and I will say, okay, no problem, I will give extra even 20 minutes also, because I know very well they will finish the exam with 1 hour before itself. I don't know why they are asking for extra timing and all. Okay, and then after distribution, everybody will start writing. So one student, he will write part C, okay, at the beginning itself. Some, while writing the first front page, they'll make the mistakes with the register number itself, okay? That and all is there. For that I can put one separate video itself. That front page, to fill the front page, for that alone I can put one separate video itself, okay? So he will write as a part C at the beginning itself. Okay, I will go around the world also. Even then also, he will be with the same text, that is part C, and then question number, that's all. He will not write anything. He will just as if he is going to write a poem. He will just keep on thinking, like at the Vairamuthu range, okay? So, okay, let him, it's his will and wish, so we can't do anything. And then I will be very particular whether he has started to write, because it is my subject, okay? And then the other student, define software testing. The question might be, define software testing, or what is software testing? You know what he will write? He will write, software engineering is, but actually the question is software testing. I will get confused, because he will write the definition for software engineering only. And then I used to think, what is this? Whether he is writing the question what is asked in the question paper, or he is writing what he knows, what he studied and came, what he prepared. That I will get confused, but I can't say anything over there. And then he will smile at me as if he has written perfectly. And some students are very sharp. You know what they'll do? They're very clever. Whenever I come near them, they will hide the answer. Some or the other, they will hide their answer. Okay, what they'll do? They will write the define somewhat like software engineering, means he will write, so whatever that 2 marks question, as I told you, they will write for 5 marks or 10 marks, but nothing will be there. Even for 1 mark also, the answer won't be there. Okay, so like this it happened, and then finally the time comes, okay, and then this is at least okay. Theory paper at least okay for 3 hours, anyhow we can manage. But this multiple choice question, tick question paper is there, no? That is multiple choice. So they'll give for that question paper, I don't know why they give for 3 hours and 2 hours and all, sorry. So what they'll do, they'll finish the test within 20 minutes. Theory paper itself, they'll finish fast. Just imagine for multiple choice. And after they finish their exam, to maintain them, because minimum for 2 hours they should sit in the exam hall. I don't know what is that rule for. So we have to make them to sit. So to maintain them inside the exam hall for 1 hour or 1.5 hours, it's a headache for us. Okay, like kids they behave. One, they will ask, answer. I think before itself they talk and come. If I keep my hand like this means it is A. If I adjust my specs or something means it is B. And if I do like this means it is C. Or if I fold my hand means it is D. I don't know. So they will keep on doing some or the other, some symbol, some mannerism, okay. But the person who's there, no, asking for, I think he might have forgot what stands for what, and he will say, don't show me the action, you just tell me whether A, B or C. Some are very clever. A means 1, B means 2, C means 3, and D means 4. So they'll say likewise. So these and all we can very well guess, isn't it? So we used to be very sharp by not allowing them to do these things and all. But some they will come and ask, ma'am, shall I go to restroom? Some they'll ask, ma'am, I want to drink water. Some students, worst case, you know what they'll do? They'll talk to me itself. They'll ask, ma'am, if we drink coffee inside the exam hall, no other they'll come and give, no, as usual. They'll say, ma'am, 3 hours we are writing exam and you are just only invigilating, but you are drinking coffee, they'll say. I used to say, no talking inside the exam hall, keep quiet. And then these things and all will happen in the exam hall. Okay, so finally the time will get over and then warning bell will go, and then by the time when we collect the paper, no, the person who wrote part C and was thinking for 1 hour, no, so after 1 hour he might have started writing, but while collecting the papers he will ask, ma'am, 1 minute, ma'am, 1 minute, ma'am. So he left 1 hour simply sitting. At the last moment he won't give the paper at all. But anyhow, I have to fight with him and then I have to grab the paper. Finally, the exam is over. Okay, fine. And then next comes the paper correction and distribution. So you know, the students who have written very well, no, so they don't bother about the answer script at all. But the students who have not written anything, or those who are below average, they only will keep on asking us wherever they see them in the college, no, they'll say, ma'am, have you corrected the paper? How much I got, ma'am? How have you corrected this paper? So I can't, myself used to say that I can't remember. So tomorrow definitely I will distribute the paper. But the reason behind that is, I might have thought, okay, he has written well, so only he's keep on asking. But I know that student is average student. But just because he's keep on asking, I used to think, okay, he has written well, I think so. But you know why he might have asked? The next day I told that I will distribute the paper. No, the next day he is absent. So for that purpose only he kept on asking, because to take leave on that day. That is the reason behind. Okay, and then paper distribution. After the first I distributed the answer script. And then we used to say one common statement. What is it? Students, if you have any doubt, you can come to me. And then almost the whole class will stand up to come and get the correction from me. And then I will add on one more sentence. If in case what you have asked is not justifiable, not correct, or something like that, means I will give minus mark. That's all. Half of the students will sit. Okay. And even then also some students are there. They will keep on coming. So first one I'll tell them, come one after the other. So first one students will come. One student will come, he will say, ma'am, I have 2 marks question, ma'am. You are given only half mark. Is it? Come on, show me what is it. And then I just read the question, the same, that is what is define software engineering. He has written, software engineering is engineering that deals with the software. But technical definition is there, right? So for this half mark is too much. I think that I have to cut even that half mark. Now then he will grab the paper. Ma'am, no, ma'am, I won't come, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. And he'll run off. One person goes. And the next person comes. And then while coming itself, he'll bring the textbook. He'll come to me. Ma'am, I checked the answer in the book also, ma'am. For 5 marks, you are not given even 1 mark, ma'am. You have put 0. is it? The answer is correct. Yes, ma'am. I was wondering. I said, okay, you bring your book. Okay, no problem. Bring. And then he showed the book. Ma'am, see, ma'am. Disadvantage of COCO model. And see my answer, ma'am. Disadvantage of COCO model. 5 points, ma'am. 5 points, ma'am. All are as it is, ma'am. But you are not given marks. You are given 0, ma'am. I said, okay, you brought the book. You brought me the answer script also. Where is the question paper? Actually, I asked the question is disadvantage of COCO model, not disadvantage. Ma'am, no, ma'am. Advantage only you asked, ma'am. I know, ma'am. Very well, ma'am. Wait, hey. Who's having question paper? Anybody having question paper? Give the. And then you took the question paper and he used to show me. And then you see, ma'am, see. Ma'am, yes, ma'am. You asked advantage of COCO model only, ma'am. I don't know why I wrote, ma'am, but I know this answer, ma'am. I know the advantage also, ma'am. What, ma'am? I lost 5 marks, ma'am. And then, okay, what I told, what you are asking is unfair means I will minus marks. Shall I minus marks? No, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. And you just grab the paper and he'll run away. And then next comes the other student. Ma'am, total mistake. Appa, come. So far nobody has come, I thought. Okay, you came, come. And then he will show. What is the total difference? 1 mark, ma'am. Okay. And then I took the paper and when I saw his mark, I was shocked. Actually, he has scored only 4 marks. I said, he's saying that total marks 5 marks. I asked him, if I put 5 marks, you're going to get pass mark? No. Then what is it? What is the use? Ma'am, it's my right, ma'am. 5 marks means it's round off, ma'am. We can say nicely 5 marks, ma'am. But 4 marks is, I feel, somewhat less, ma'am. Then I took the paper and I saw it's coming only 4. And then I told, hey, it's coming only 4 marks. Then he will say, hey, come da, you just do the total da. And then he will do the total and he'll say, ma'am, he's simply lying, ma'am. He's getting only 4 marks, ma'am. And then he gave the paper and then I told, I have to minus 5. Shall I put minus 1 then? No, ma'am, sorry, ma'am. He also grabbed the paper and it ran away. So this is a offline test. Online test is there, no? That is one some comedy we can say. So in online test, you know what is the major difference between online test and then the offline test? In offline test, each and every student is the author. Understood? So they write their own answer. That is the meaning. In an online test, it is same author but just a reprint. That's all. That means what? They imitate, they copy the book. So what they'll do, several times we used to say, focus the camera to your face, focus the camera to your face. But they won't do, they'll focus only to the light, fan and all. And some students will say, my camera is not working, ma'am. All sort of things they'll say. And they'll focus in such a way that their eyes is not visible. Only the side part we can see. Because eyes only we can see, whether they're seeing the display or whether seeing the somewhere or what. So they'll focus. They are clever in that. Okay. They'll do it that way. So at last what I did, I stopped this online test. Instead of that, I started to conduct open book system. Anyhow, online test means they open the book and they write the test, right? Instead of that, I just named it as open book system itself and I asked them to refer the book also. Never mind, I told at least by turning your your book for the answer, where the answer is, in that way at least you go through the book, no? So later that at least be practiced and I used to conduct the test, online test. So being with the students is really it's a lovable thing. So I love my students and this video is especially for them. So thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.